Hey everybody, John here with Misadventures in Wrenching. In this adventure, we're going to be doing a little work on a car that was my wife's long before she was my wife. It's a 2000 Honda Civic DX. It's only got 100,000 miles on it, but it has 20 years worth of wear and tear. Interior is really good shape on it. The paint has started to scorch. This is Arizona. You can see we're not going to really take care of any of that. But what we are going to do is we're going to replace the bumper. And we're going to go over what it takes to do that real quick. Anyway, the visors are starting to go on this. And they are pricey. Probably some of the most expensive ones I've ever seen. These are even used 50, 60, 70 bucks a piece. And new, they're over 100 if you can find them. So I got some material to make this a little better. Seats are in really good condition, dash is in good condition. There are no cracks. There are no cracks in any of the windows. It is rare because it's a 5-speed hatchback. No power, nothing. So it's going to make somebody a good little car. It's time for us to let it go. But like I said, on this trip we're going to go ahead and take care of the bumper. So if you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, follow us here and on Facebook, and follow us on this adventure. Thanks a lot. See you at the car. Now, I had already purchased the bumper for this some time ago. These are very inexpensive. You can pick up a bumper for the front of this Honda for less than 100 bucks all over the place on the interwebs. And they're pretty straightforward. You have to be careful who you buy from though, and I'm not going to toss anybody under the bus. But literally, they shipped it folded like a taco. This was completely folded over. It was shrink wrapped so that they could make the package smaller, and I spent a week stretching it out on the front of my truck over there, trying to get all of the fold creases out of it. And that came out okay. I'm lucky, but sometimes cheapest is not better, and it's just little things like that. So let's go lay this out near the car. This is supposed to be a very straightforward and simple process. Of course they never are. But there's only supposed to be a few pins up here. Take the grill out, and then some more pins underneath it. I might even get it done today, and the sun's already starting to go down. But if not, we'll just come back in the future. But you can see some of the damage over the years. Got what was a hole there, split here. Just 20 years of wear and tear. There's a few superficial dents on the hood, but you can see nothing crumpled. Right there, just a little bit. Because I'm thinking that this is going to have to be pushed down a little bit to get this to line back up. But we'll take care of that. Should be just as simple as popping these clips like that. Might even be able to get away with not breaking most of them. And I'll show you where those are as I get further along. Okay, I managed to get all these top clips off. Only destroyed one, which is this one. So I'll have to go down to someplace and see if I can get some sort of a replacement clip for it. Now I have never done one of these bumpers on this type of car before. So this is all just going by how I think it's supposed to go. And I think you're supposed to have to replace or pull these two to get the headlights out. Because you can pull on it, and it still seems tight up here. So I'm assuming that I need to be able to get some bolts out from underneath this. So those are 10 millimeters. And I'm glad I pulled it off either way, because I pulled that off and there you have it. Pulled it off and there you have a nice bad crack. So I'm going to be doing a little JB welding to the back side of that, I think. To be honest, I don't think you have to pull these headlights out to do this, but I'm still going to do it because there's blind bolts back in there. Oh, what else is in here? And you do have a screw or something up there, so we'll check that out. I'm sure there's stuff underneath. There are definitely a few screws underneath. There's one here. I already pulled one off over there. Let's see how tight it is after that. I think some of this plastic may have to come out. We'll see. There's also at least a screw up underneath the fender right here up in the tire well, so we're going to work on that one next. Well, after 20 years things get brittle. That broke, and that came out of the fender up here. So, yeah. We'll see what happens now. I see at least two more. You got one here, and you got one over here. Over here, I should say. And we'll get those out, and those are 10 millimeter. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Once you get those bolts off that I showed you, which is these clips up here, you do not need to take the headlights out. But like I said, I'm glad I did because I figured that out. You've got the bolts underneath. This one, which is broken. Here's your bumper guard, or bumper foam, which I will super glue in place. Not super glue. Here's your bumper foam, which I will liquid nails in place so that it's there when I put the other one. This did get whacked right there. Not bad. And over here, I think, too. Alright, it got hit a little harder than expected. I'll have to see what I can do about that. See if I can get this bumper to lay in straight. This is what's left of a license plate clip from the damage there. Wasn't expecting to find that. Okay, so with the bumper off, here's where we're at. You got headlight cracked there, headlights cracked here. The actual steel part of the bumper is bent here. Underneath, definitely caught a parking bumper or something because it's got bent here. Most of that I'm not going to worry about too much. Looks like the water tank is cracked, so I'm going to JB weld that when I JB weld these. And we're just going to make it look right, because structurally it hasn't hurt anything, and we're going to go from there. You can see that the sun is setting, so I will see you in a little bit as we continue this. For the record, pulling out the grill insert in this is very, very simple. 4 screws here, 2 screws here, one there, one there, and then you're out. So I'm going to swap this into the other bumper here real quick. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that the front grill insert fits in as well as it does. That means the holes lined up nice and well, so that's always a good start. In the initial test fitting, kind of just to get a feel for how it's going to look, looks way better than the old one did, with all of the splits and holes and everything else. Alright, I kept filming. It was a little later than it is right now, so we'll get back on it. Well, we're back at it again. Had to get creative because my local parts store did not have Honda clips. So I've got a variety here that I think I can use to make this work. So we're going to make an attempt at it. I mean, I also have clear JB weld for the reservoir, and I've got regular JB weld for the headlights, so we're going to work on that too. See if we can get a little gluage going on, and then also put a couple dabs on the foam and get that back on, and see if we can get this bumper on in the next little bit. This bumper foam does actually rest in place pretty well, and it does have an up sign on it, so you know which way to go with it. So we're going to mix up some JB weld here real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and put those other ones on right now. Okay, we've got a little JB weld here, a little JB weld down here, and we're going to work on the rest. So, like I said, we didn't have any Honda parts, so I'm gonna have to get creative. Do you remember, this was the side that destroyed the tire, right?
Yeah, I had the tire blow out.
All right. I don't know that this is gonna...
Well, I can tell you what the issue is.
It's bent.
Well, yeah, the fender well itself is slightly bent out, and that's why that's not lining correctly on the outer edge.
This is...
Correct. That's bent out a little bit.
It's bent out or bent in?
It's bent out right here. This should be a little more flush. If you look at the other side, you can tell that that was pushed out a little bit by the blow.
Well, this isn't going in here, so that's not good.
Is it because it's that misaligned?
Ah, great. Well, now it went in when I didn't have that in there.
Oh, the black.
Yeah.
It just went straight through the metal.
Yeah, and this is actually, I don't even remember what type of car this is supposed to be for. It ain't a Honda. But it fits.
If it fits, it sits.
I think it was a Toyota.
Yeah, they're similar. They're foreign.
Yeah, there you go. That's why we don't work.
It went under the car.
No! Here it is.
Ooh, ouch. You'll have to forgive me, guys, while I get used to my new camera.
Well, okay.
And it's broken.
Ow!
I think when you smacked it, you broke it off.
I shouldn't have.
Yep. Well, maybe not. It looked like it was broken. I was wrong. This little piece right here made it look like it broke off.
Well, that wasn't there before all of this happened anyway, so maybe I can just get the bumper on and we'll...
I'm sorry.
All right, snake charmer.
Apparently I'm a snake charmer now. I was more preferring to be a Honda charmer, but apparently not that either.
Like that. And that should...
Yep, once you push it in, yes.
Now that I actually have that little...
clip thing, piece.
Yeah, whatever that is. It's a screw holder, but yeah, they're, this is a miscellaneous assortment, because again, they didn't have a Honda.
And again, they're all foreign, so it should be good.
Well, that's the broken piece that we just replaced down there. Anyway.
Oh yeah, looks pretty similar. Just That just looks like a smaller...
And this is the one that I replaced it with.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
So since it still has a lip right there,
Yeah, it's still...
should work.
Yeah, it still should work.
Yep. And we actually have extra fiddly bits.
Okay, so I have a question. Where did you pick up the word fiddly bits? It's not common.
That's like, never mind.
Uh-huh. The G-rated version.
No. I'm old. I have no idea where I picked it up from.
Ah.
I'm not the only person who uses it.
True, but it's not a common phrase, even with car people,
It's
per
not a common
se.
phrase for you young people.
How old are we
It's like
talking?
kerfunkled.
Okay, but I've heard that one.
Well,
That's a little more common.
maybe kerfunkled is the western version and fiddly bit is the eastern version. I don't know.
I don't either, because I don't call them little things. They're usually what they actually are. Washers, nuts, bolts, not...
Or in the case of that, which doesn't really fit anything, it's a fiddly bit.
But if you were to look at the package, does it actually have a name?
Not fiddly bit.
That's my point.
Where is the other? Oh, here it is. I started saying, I know had at least 2 of these because I needed to, and that's about all they sell you for, like $5. These things are $2.50 a piece.
Yeah. Well, if you want, you can order them from China. It takes about 2 months to get here. You can get a whole bag for about $20.
Yep, I know. I can. We'll be stocking our shelves from Alibaba.
I had a bag of them somewhere, but upon relocation, did not locate them to have them relocate with me. That I specifically bought for the Honda to fix the bumper and other various areas that needed new clips.
That's a lot of locating.
I know. I have transferred locations multiple times in the last year.
I have a solution for that.
What is that?
Stop moving. I didn't say stop breathing.
Says he who is building a house for me with my help, but he's really doing the work. Well, with any luck, we'll have a friend for Groot, and then it will be a funny farm.
Life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. Ha
Hee hee ho ho.
Well, I can't keep going with that because then we'll get demonetized because of copyright violation.
At least you can sing happy birthday now.
I don't remember. Were these those?
Or are those these?
Or were these those? I think these went...
Are they not the same for top and bottom?
No, they are not. Actually, this goes inside.
Which helps hold it in place. Correct?
Correct. And then that goes there, but this is... I think that goes inside there. It does. Oops, that goes up and over. Ooh, maybe. Well, that wasn't in the right spot before.
Would you care to describe what issue we're having, dear?
Using cheap Chinese bumper parts on factory OEM stuff. This, oh, that's bent too. That might have something to do with it too. But there's a little tab here, little lip,
Okay.
that this fender is supposed to go up and over.
Oh, that little tab right there. I see it.
And the headlight
Do you want me to push that down for you?
Well, this is turning out more complicated than it should. Of course, when it's all scrumpled from a tire blowing out and other things.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say scrumdiddlyocious.
Well, there's nothing wrong with scrum.
Ooh. Did it just slip right in?
No, it's still above. Trying to do this without scratching the paint, that would be nice. I think I got it, actually. Well, I don't know if it was right, but this is what's going up in there.
Did you want me to hold it in place while you screw it so it doesn't pop back out by accident?
Put your hip on it.
I'm not that short. I'll put my leg on it.
Okay, that'll work.
But my hip, not so much. I'm not that tiny. I have to be a little bit shorter.
Tiny bubble. Let's see if I can even get this to work. This is not. This is definitely not aligned anymore.
That is correct.
So I'm having a little issue getting the screw up in
The correct location.
Ooh. Yeah. Maybe.
Looks like it's going somewhere.
Well, this will be the first time in a while that this bumper has been,
Correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
and actually being held right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't correct. Well, shortly, about 6 months after I got the vehicle, my sister was driving it and its tire blew on her on the freeway. I didn't even do it. Not that it was her fault either, but
That's actually not bad.
shall I let go?
Let go. Let it go. I mean, it's not as close.
Well, now you can see my legs because I
Yeah.
let it go and moved the camera.
It's
like
not
a
as
door.
close of a gap as I would normally like, but hey, for a 20-year-old Honda that we're not, like restoring,
That is true.
where did this other screw go?
I believe it goes right there. Down at the bottom, I thought.
Yeah, it did. Didn't it?
Either that or it was a plastic clip that held them together down there.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a problem.
Okay, what is it now? Describe.
I think I'm going to need the flashlight that is on the side of the,
Refrigerator?
yeah, because this is,
Okay, I'll be right back.
okay. Well, this is definitely a difference.
For...
These holes aren't even remotely close.
to where the originating holes are.
Yeah.
So would you agree that the bumper is slightly different?
No, what I actually think I'm seeing is, remember the conversation, well, a little earlier in the video, remember I said that, you wouldn't because you weren't here, but that they folded it like a taco?
Oh, correct. We had that discussion as well.
Well, that is where part of the problem is, I think, is that since it is bent,
But if it was folded like a taco originally,
no,
or
from the people that made this bumper,
okay,
or shipped the bumper,
I remember because now I remember because we kind of said scrunched like a taco for the
Yep.
ends on the metal part of the bumper.
well, no, not that.
No, I understand now. That's what I thought we were referencing, but
Oh, true, no.
now I remember,
When they
yeah, the way
shipped
they
this
shipped it. Yeah. That was an interesting configuration, I must admit.
It's a taco.
Ah.
So what I might have to do
God, what a difference already. I was going to say it looks like it's out underneath the tab.
It's not. Well, I mean, it is underneath the tab. It's not where it belongs.
That sounds unhappy. Ooh. Once it fits, it fits. Do you want me to do the same as before and lean up against it to make sure it doesn't pop out?
No, this one's actually correct.
Okay.
So I should be okay on this one.
Alrighty. I'll have to find the picture, but I found another configuration for a bug I want us to do. This one's purple. All in all, she is a really good car. Had her for a long time. Wow, what a difference.
Alright, let's...
That actually looks pretty good. There's only a little bit in that corner on the driver's side that's up a little high.
The whole thing rocks like that?
Correct. But it's, I believe it's
sitting too high.
Yeah. So what is your focus next then?
I don't think my socket's going to fit on it, but I'll try. So, is that ratchet sitting over there?
Yes, it is.
Hammer, please.
That's not good.
It's just a little plastic shroud.
Okay.
I think we'll edit that out.
I don't know, that was pretty funny. Remember, if you knock it too hard, it will fly back at you.
Nope, that's still not right.
Nope. I still say that the hood is slightly bent up.
Yeah, but it's all right there. Not all the animals.
Well, you have a monkey wrench, don't you?
Somewhere.
Well, then the monkey's been fed.
Yeah. I got this adjusted down as far as it's going to go.
Okay. Is it possible that this is bent up and this needs to come down? Because it looks like if you go across, you can feel it bump up right here. And it's not straight.
That's possible from that one little
Yeah.
whack-a-mole that we had.
Yeah. So can we bang it and try? Or I should say, can I bang it and try?
You like beating on things.
I do.
I think that's where we worked on it before.
I don't know that we actually ever touched that portion.
I think I did. But that's definitely not right. So yeah, it's kind of... Let me get a brick.
Alrighty. Might say to the left of you a little more. Yeah, about right there.
Because this thing has got to go... If we're going to try to adjust this, and that is raised a little bit there, let me go get a ball peen hammer real quick.
Alrighty.
And something, see if I can get something flat.
Okie
And
dokie.
we'll see if we can
Ping it out.
hammer this down. That seems like it's flattening out. That's not bowed up anymore. See what happens.
Nope.
Seems closer. This is gonna overhang though. Maybe it's supposed to. Because this will be flush when this drops down.
Yeah.
But that'll seriously overhang a little bit. That's okay. Man, that's a lot on that side. That got better. That just got a lot better.
So is it not seating correctly then in the...
It's a little off on this side.
I wonder if the latch is just slightly bent itself.
Push down on it a little bit. Why is it rattling? Okay, go ahead and open the hood, please.
Yes, sir. Ew.
Well, these are loose now. I loosened the bolts.
Oh, okay. Gave me a slight heart attack there, dear. Ew, I just saw that go down.
I think when it hit that thing underneath, it
Yeah.
pushed everything in and up. Actually, and that's sitting up. I think that went up with it.
Yep.
So probably a little more, huh?
Probably.
I mean, because like I said, if it's too low and we have a problem, this will all...
Yeah, just slide back up.
Yeah. I think this is how Derek on Vice Grip Garage fixed his wife's car too. She front-ended it. Didn't want it to be like a $5 fix.
Ah. I didn't actually damage my car.
No, I know it wasn't you.
It was damaged when I got it.
Maybe. Those crinkle crunkles don't look normal.
No, they don't.
Huh.
Who knows?
Well, that could be having something to do with some of this. Maybe too much. Alright.
Yeah, it's almost like we're back to where we started.
Yeah, we did have that problem, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I know what part of the problem is probably. Go pull the lever. I have a feeling once I tighten that, because it's not lifted on this side anymore.
Okay.
Well, it is a smidge, but not
Like it was.
bad. I can bump stop that. That hood's just not right.
No, but that's why we talked about possibly replacing it, but
Well, that's as far out as those go.
is it out maybe too far?
No. Because it rocks. So if it was actually resting against these, this is the only way you can get to the bottom one.
Might help if I pay attention to where I'm walking.
Just wanting to get this as close as we can. Again, this is not going to be perfect. It's been hit from underneath. Not hard. Doesn't affect any of it. But it only takes little tweaks for stuff to not line up. And anything's better than nothing. And like I said, we might take a brick here in a second and put it up here and fold it down like we tried to do last time to get it to fit better on the edges. Ooh,
Oh,
that sounded really solid.
yes it did.
And
It's not wobbling.
okay, we don't touch it.
Yeah, that actually looks really good, honey. Considering what it was,
Yeah, it's a
a little right there, but
yeah, this. All right, let me see if I can.
yeah, it doesn't wobble at all now.
So we're going to turn this in.
It's just barely.
Yep.
Just a little bit right here, but not much, honestly.
And it's still tight.
Yeah, it is.
So, well, that's the first in a long time.
I want that fixed.
Yep.
So I can drive my Jeep. I want that finished. I don't need the Honda anymore. I need more than just a daily driver. It's a good daily driver though.
That one's pretty level.
It is. It's just that one that's up a hair along
And
the
it's still,
side.
It's still not rocking.
No, it is not, and that's what matters.
So
And it's solid, so
let me get an adjustment because until it rocks, it's still got pressure on the bump stop.
why are we messing with the bump stop?
Because this,
Is that what you think is pushing up that edge?
Well-
Just ever so slightly?
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any more. That's
Nah, it's still about the same.
yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna get any more adjustment out of it.
I say leave it. It's not really noticeable.
Well, compared to what it was, and the fact that both sides are tweaked and it has little dents. And
Yeah, but you know whoever buys it's going to turn it into a ricer anyway, so. You want to slick back your hair again for me? Thank you, dear.
okay, everybody. Okay,
Sorry.
everybody. Beautiful sunset over there. And we're going to go ahead and end this video right now. Like I said before, if you haven't already considered it, please like, subscribe, follow us here and on Facebook. We're going to go ahead and close this out. I was going to continue on and do the sun visors, but we've created enough problems already. So thanks, and we'll see you on the next adventure. And this is what it looks like. Amazing what just replacing a bumper will do. And there you go.